Avast, ye scurvy dogs, and welcome back to the long voyage with me, the dread Captain Doubloon. Hey, what's up, guys? It's me, APRM Games, and welcome back to the Lone Voyage. I think this is episode 9. I think. I'm not completely sure, but I think it's episode 9. So, welcome to episode 9. Today, a couple of things have changed. I found out that the nether is disabled, so this basically is... I'm still going to build the portal, just so it'll look nice, even though it's disabled. But other than that, there's a couple other things that have been sort of changed in the kind of base. As you can probably tell, there's a new ship. It's almost complete, and I haven't got a name for it yet. I built this off camera, even though I said I was going to build ships on camera, but I built this one off camera because it's quite massively big. I have to make sure that I don't go over 1,000 blocks because I want to attach this one to it, so I can always take my other ship with me. This one's just basically going to be for short voyages and useful items, you know? I have a new ally, well, not a new ally, someone who joined the crew. I don't remember his name. He told me his YouTube name. I don't remember that, but I remember his name. He's called Batpack, so give him a big welcome to the crew. If you're watching this episode, Batpack, please put your name in the description, and I will give you a proper shout out next episode that I do. I just can't remember. I was on yesterday doing some building, and he asked if I could join my crew, and I said sure. I mean, my crew is just starting out, so I've got one guy now, apart from me. Oh, wait, why are you not attacking me? You were just chilling beside me and you didn't blow up. That's peculiar. Huh. That's really strange. That creeper was just chilling beside me and he didn't go boom. You know? What's going on? Yeah, if you ever find my base, off camera, on camera, or whatever, please, leave me, messages and shit so I can read them on camera. There's nothing there, apart from a message from the Venu, again. So I will, I've already read that. It was just you gave me some food and shit, and I took the food. Already. Yes, I hear you, phone. Thank you for annoying my recording with your incessant beeping. I'm going to do this /home just for one reason only. So I can show you what I've been doing off camera. Ta-da! I built my new smeltery base, hidden away from people's eyes, and no one can get into it. Only me. Somebody suggested I should put blocks above these chests, which I did. And then they also suggested I should put down a really important chest. There's stuff in it, but I can't remember what's in it. Meh. It's really important, so please do not steal from it. There's also the smeltery stuff. I need to get myself some more, I need to actually get myself some fucking iron. I've got, no iron at all. Even though if I look through my chests, there'll be, iron there, but I don't really want to look for chests. People are voting on the server, which is good. I don't want people robbing me, so that's why I put the blockades down. There's also another thing that I needed to show you. It's not here, but I'll show you in a minute. I know there's iron here, so I'm just gonna quickly mine it, because why not, you know? It's a good resource to have, iron. It helps me get better tools. I will upgrade my, tinker's weaponry and stuff. Apparently, people were telling me that you can't do that, even though in the newest, I think the newest update of Tinker's stuff, you can do that. So I was kind of right thinking that that was the thing. I think it's only in Minecraft 1.8. I think this server's 1.7. I think. I built myself my underground railway because I kept coming underground, and I was like, I need to find a better way to like get down here. So I built myself a railway. I don't have the iron to make myself a fucking fuck. Fuck. I forgot the word. How can I forget the word of a minecart? I remember the word now. It's a minecart. I don't have enough iron to make a minecart all the time when I come down here. So when I do come down here, I just make one minecart. But I think because it's technically classified as a block when it's placed down, like it's not a block. It's like a every time I place it down, it's technically classified as a ground item. So it deletes it every time. It deletes like ground items and stuff. Took me a while to get everything I need for like these power drills and everything to get back and forward all the time. Also, when I was down here, I was getting attacked by monsters from in here, which is a mine shifter. A mine shifter. So yeah, I found an actual mine shaft. I think I found one before, but this one I wanted to actually explore a bit more to see if I can find an end portal. I think that's disabled as well, but I want to find it so I can be like, hey, I found one, and people will be like, hey, can we come and see it? And then be like, yeah, sure, why not? I think a lot of stuff's disabled because it causes lag, like teleporting to other dimensions and stuff, which I think is fair because you can get some strange lag spikes when you're going through dimensions. I do understand. Yeah. Somebody was asking me what's the next mod pack that I'm doing after this, and I'm just going to give you the hint that it's going to be beyond what you can ever think of. And that's all I'm going to say, because I don't want to ruin it by being, oh, this is the mod pack I'm going to do, and this is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to try and do a trailer for it. I'm not very good at, like, VFX and, like, creating a, can't, my brain not working, creating a trailer, like, an actual, like, proper, like, movie trailer kind of thing, so I want to get in contact with somebody who can do that for me at quite for free, basically. If I can. What? Oh, I spelled the thing wrong. Hold on. I know, shush. I know, I forgot the Y. There you go. Sure, chaos. Sure. As long as you don't, like, attack me and raid my shit, I think we can be good friends. That's the thing. I did put in the rules that you can raid me, but only if I'm on, like, to, like, record and try and get my stuff back, you know. And those rules won't change. Episode 15, I will be doing the PvP, not the FPS, the PvP, and I hope to survive that. But to do that beforehand, I need to get myself some resources, as I am doing today, and finish building a new weapon. Now, I have a weapon in mind, but I'm not going to show you it today. I'm going to show you it, well, I won't be recording tomorrow, but I'll be showing you it when I'm on again to record. That's all I'm going to say. You have to just deal with the fact that there's going to be a lot of, like, videos that are kind of late. Not late, but they're in kind of different order to how I usually do things. I think I'm quite far from my island. I'm gonna drown. No, I'm not. My island's just right there, so I just basically came up for behind my island. That's actually quite cool. Um, I'm also going to be building on the island. I'm going to make a tower for people to live in when they want to visit my island and like just try and not raid me, you know. At the end of the series, you can do whatever. I'll leave the chests open and shit, and you can take whatever you need to continue your adventures, you know. So I don't have to, you know, keep being, oh, don't raid that, I need that. Oh, don't raid that, I need that. Don't raid that, I need that. At the end of the series, do whatever. I'll be on, doing 25 episodes, so on the 25th episode, I'll be on, depending on when it is, I'll be on to do like a kind of special video, and you can raid me and do things, and I'll be doing Warp PvP again, so you can come kill me and do whatever, you know. Just try not, you know, constantly kill me or like aggro a battle when I don't have like the resources to kind of combat myself against you guys, you know. There's also another thing that I was meant to say, but I completely forgot because that's how my brain is. Oh yeah, I need to know. I don't have a name for this ship because the ship behind here, I'm gonna show you in a minute. That ship, I was gonna call like the last ship, the epic ship, like my 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 big beautiful baby. I was gonna cut the bouncing glory because I was gonna put the slime blocks that I got from my original ship onto it, but then I realised it was disabled because of lag, so I can't build it. So the only ships I have are large ships, and these are this large ships. I'm gonna try and make this one look a wee bit more like a ship, like I'm doing with the sails and shit. It's got 3 sails instead of the usual 2 or 1 that I have, and yeah, this is gonna be interesting to see. I was gonna start building on the tower sometime in the next couple of episodes, but I might leave that until like episode 30, so you can like come onto the island and actually help me build the towers. So you can just like chill on the island. It might not even be on the island. I might actually go to the shop and buy myself some dirt and like build an actual like small island and just cut like the Dread Paradise or something. That might be interesting to see me actually building an island and building on the island that I build on. That may be interesting. And all that will be on that island will be that tower. And maybe some like stuff that I can try and have a look to see what I can do. But most of that building will be doing off camera, on camera, and stuff like that. But it'll be around episode like 10 or 11 or whatever that I'll do the tower. And then episode 15 I'll be doing the PvP, and then after that it'll be amazing to see what I can figure out. I do, at the end up of this series, I do kind of want to go around and collect treasure, so if you want to see me do that, please tell me. There's also the fact that I have to finish building my castle, so I might do that as well. But it is annoying to try and collect resources. But apparently some people like it, so I'm going to keep doing it until they tell me, oh, we don't want to see you collect resources again, please stop. So I'll do it off camera. You know? Technically, this isn't supposed to be an area of the actual, like, building. This is just the roof. I only put my bed up here just because I was getting attacked by monsters when I was actually building the stuff. It's going to be a small castle. It's basically just going to be the ground floor. It's not even a castle. It doesn't have like giant rampart walls and shit like I was picturing in my head. All it is basically stone that looks like a castle with wooden top. It doesn't look like a castle, but I'm gonna call it a castle because I couldn't think of a cool name for it. Is my microphone on? It is on. I was like, last night I was testing out my microphone to see if I could like get a voice modifier for like a project that I'm doing. I can get a voice modifier, but I was wanting to make sure that the microphone that I was recording could pick up on the actual like voice recorder program, and it does. But every time it kind of made this weird like noise every time I was doing like a practice recording. Apparently, it was because the program was running and it was trying to cap the audio from my mic to the system and then run it through the system. I fixed it so it doesn't not cap. It's trying to record the voice at the same time as the actual microphone was recording itself. I don't know how to explain it. It was just really strange to, you know, hear myself and then hear the voice recorder and then hear myself again, basically. That's all it was. It was just basically like, it was like I stepped on it was like I walked into like an auditorium and it was really weird. I was about to say it sounded like I stepped on a Lego, but that would be really sore. Have you stepped on one of those? They're painful. That or a plug. Oh, they're really... it's just... the thought of it, man. I've done it before. I bet in the money, like, people will be like, it's not actually that sore. Go stepping on fucking Lego with bare feet. You'll be hopping around, screaming at the nines, thinking that your foot's gone, you know, because it's so bloody sore. And those Legos are tough, man. I did an experiment one time, right? Because I used to like collect Legos when I was younger. I wanted to see how far a Lego would go without like snapping or breaking, right? It took me and a friend of mine who I was doing it at the time to break the Lego. It took me and him, and I think it was it was 3 hammers because we were smashing it. We were trying to break the like actual points itself, like the points that you use to stick it into another Lego to keep it stuck, you know. We were trying to break the points inside and then they would not break. No matter what we did, it would just not, you know, break. We chucked it at a wall, we put I can't remember, but it was just mental to see this Lego thing not break. It was just like it would give up. It didn't give up. It was just like we were about to give up, and it was like, I don't want to do this anymore. It was stupid, but we were like, no, we have to, because we like promised ourselves that we had to know what would happen if we subjected the Lego to this kind of amount of pressure. This was like back when I was wee and stuff, and well, not wee, but like say 14-ish. That was when you were bored at school and had nothing to do, kind of attitude, you know. Oh, let's break Legos. It sounds like a good idea. It was at the time, but it was a pain to try and actually physically break these Legos because they were tough. Nowadays, I don't think they last long, but Lego back then, oh. Nowadays, I think you can just stand on one and it'll just snap under your foot and be like, hey, this is a Lego. It doesn't hurt. I think that's why people will be like, hey, Legos don't hurt. They're actually quite, you know. Or are they the same? I don't know. I don't collect them anymore. But they are quite weak-ish, you know. They're quite a commodity that you can't collect anymore. I mean, if I had the money, I'd probably still collect them, but it's just something you get over when you get older. It's like, do you still like collect Pokemon cards and shit? No, like I'm like 18. I don't collect Pokemon cards, but I still collect like Yu-Gi-Oh cards. And that's the kind of thing. I didn't actually, well, when I was younger, yes I did, but when I got like to 13, 14, I didn't collect them anymore. But when I got to like 19, I started collecting them again. And it's just like, oh, do you just collect them just to have as a kind of like like a collectible thing? And I'm like, no, I actually still like play with them because why collect something if you're not going to like actually use the card that they're for, you know? And I mean, I'm not talking about the new ones. I'm talking about like the old ones, like the Kaiba decks and stuff like that, you know? And those things are expensive. You think like a deck like that, like an actual like full on card deck is quite cheap? No, to collect the actual cards that Kaiba used in the and I think it was the tournament they held, the Domino City tournament. It costs, I think the last time I checked it was £3,000 or something. But it probably isn't that now. But the last time I checked, it was like £3,000. I was like, what for those cards, man? And they're amazing. I mean, cards like the Egyptian god cards, Exodia, stuff like that. They'd be rare in the next like 30 years because they probably wouldn't print like those cards anymore because they're technically classified as banned cards. So they probably won't print them, so people won't collect them and try and sneak them into their decks. You know, they're only banned if you use them in tournaments and stuff. And I didn't actually know that. Is this a thing? Like, because I don't know if anybody else collects Yu-Gi-Oh cards or like even knows about what they are. You know, but when I was just, like back into like collecting them and shit, and I was like looking to see if there was like actual tournaments as like a joke. There is. I'm like, what? You know, kind of like, this isn't real. This isn't real. And I was like looking at footage from like a YouTube thing, and I'm like, this isn't real. This is like fake or something. And no, it's apparently real. I was like, what? It's just weird to think about, you know. I mean, there's probably like Pokemon card collectors and stuff like that do tournaments and stuff, you know. But I never really got into Pokemon cards. Even though I know people are gonna be like really mad at me at the moment because I'm like raving on about how good these cards were, but basically when Pokemon and the Yu-Gi-Oh cards were like getting sold and shit, like they were basically the same thing. And I know I'm gonna get loads of comments like, no, they weren't. They were completely different. I'm like, really? And I think that's what really got me disheartened with like the collecting these cards, man. It was just like the basic kind of same thing. But now I'm like, who cares? And it's the attitude that I have for like, who cares? Like, it's just like that attitude you get when you're older. Like, who cares if you collect these stuff? You know, it's what you like. You know. And people are like, oh, but you're a nerd and stuff like that. And it's like, so? You know, it's the attitude that I have for when I'm doing, like, videos and stuff. It was the attitude that I had, actually, when I was starting the college. And I know this is going to sound, like, really petty and shit, right? Because I actually enjoyed, like, going to the college and doing the work and stuff, like, compared to other people that went to the college where I was. But I actually enjoyed getting up in the morning and going to school. And then that sounds kind of weird. Most people are not like that, you know? Like, oh, school, oh, I don't want to go all the day, you know? I'm just going to pretend to be sick or something, you know? But no, I was actually quite, you know, college is today. And we get to do this today. And it'd be different from school. And I'd be like, yes, go to college. And that was always my attitude when it came to going to college, man. Every day. Well, not every day. There was like one day you'd be like, I don't want to go to them, you know, because it'd be like kind of a repetitive scene. But usually you'd be like, hey, it's kind of like a good kind of day today. I want to go to college and learn some shit, you know. It's just kind of like a good kind of image to have in your head, you know. Like, oh, I was actually quite a good kid when I went to school, and it's like, no, you weren't. You had your off days like everybody else. You're not a good kid. You just had a good kind of experience with the whole college thing, you know? It's weird to think, like, if you were talking, if you had, like, a conversation with yourself when you were, like, say 8 or 10, right? And you were like, I hate school. When I leave school, I'm not going to go back to school, you know? I'm going to just sit at home and play my computers because I can, because I don't want to go back to school. I don't have to go back to school, you know? But when you get older, you're like, I actually miss, like, learning, like, fractions or, like, some stupid shit like that, you know? I was never actually like that when I was at school. The only reason I actually enjoyed college was because I actually got to visit like different places for like what the course I did, you know. And that's a different thing. Like, school's like different in like different areas of the world, you know, because I know like there's like different ways of like how grades work and stuff in like America and stuff like that. But it's like different. I know there is, but I just want to know like what was your like best slash worst experience for when you went to like school from like school to college, right? Let's just say you didn't go through the whole like primary school thing because most schools don't do that, and I thought that was really strange when I heard of it. It was like I was talking to a friend of mine who lived in like, well, he doesn't anymore, but he used to live in like somewhere in America, right? He told me that, no, schools don't do that whole like nursery primary thing. They just go straight in from like primary and straight into nursery. I'm like, not like from, you know what I mean? Like nursery, they don't do the whole nursery thing. Like when you ease a kid into school, they just send them straight to school. And I'm like, that's really strange. I've never heard of that. And it got me thinking, like, is there other schools that do that? You know, like instead of like sending you to nursery to try and like learn some shit, they just drop you in just at school because why no, you know? I mean, I don't understand why people do the nursery thing anyway. It is just basically school. It's just a wee bit easier, but I think it's like it's just like trying to get the kid used to like getting up and going to like this place where you meet friends and talk to people and do schoolwork, you know, like spelling and stuff. But I never knew that there was like this place somewhere. I don't know where it was in America. I don't remember what he told me, but he did say no. We didn't go to the whole primary. We didn't go. Sorry, I keep saying primary. No, we didn't did the whole like nursery thing. We just went straight into primary. I was like, is that can that be allowed? Because I didn't know about this, and it kind of sounded strange to me. It still sounds strange to me, but now that I think about it, it's like it kind of makes sense. School school is just basically a one giant like kids like screaming in your face anyway. You know? So basically it is a giant nursery. But I never actually like go I didn't get my head wrapped around the kind of like concept because I remember like when I was wee I went in nursery and then it was primary then secondary and then stuff like that. But apparently it's quite different. So I need to know. Does like your schools like do that, or do you remember like doing that or whatever? You know, I have to know. That's the question that I have to know. It's just kind of weird to think about, you know, like that this happened. It's really strange. I just think it's quite interesting to think about, you know. It must be weird though, like a kid that age. I mean, I'm not talking like wee. I'm just talking like they didn't do the whole nursery thing. So when they got like to the age of like I don't know when how old you start like school, like primary school. I think it's like 6, maybe 5. I don't remember. But they didn't do the whole nursery thing from like 1 to like 4 or whatever. I don't remember. I was just asking them like, did they do the whole like nursery thing like ease you into school? And they were like, no, just drop you into the deep end. I'm like, okay, fair enough. Speaking of deep ends, did your schools teach swimming? Mine did. And that's a kind of concept now. Most schools don't teach swimming. That's a kind of strange concept to think about. Most schools don't teach swimming. Mine did. I didn't do it, but they did. They used to have like I don't know what they're called, but they used to have like basically, it would have been back when I was a kid. It wasn't Busy Bees. It was something else that did the kind of swimming thing. Man, I'm kind of giving you hints of where I stay because there's not a lot of places that do the Busy Bees stuff, you know. And I don't want to be like, hey, I should edit that out because I'm basically telling them where I stay. And then I'm like, nah, the Busy Bee kind of thing is like all around the area kind of thing. But then I'm like, is it? And there's the rub, you know. I'm not like him. I'm not like a paranoid person, like most people who do YouTube. I'm not like, oh, if I say this, and they'll be like, hey, they can come to my place and be like, hey, I need money, you know. I'm not like that. I'll basically be like, how did you find me? And they're like, yeah, we just watched your videos. I'm like, cool. Can I get my milk? Like, no joke. I had this dream, like, a couple of months ago, right? I was in the shopping centre with my mum, right? And we were just shopping for milk, right? And this guy, this, like, big stocky bloke comes up to me and goes, hey, you're APRM. And I'm like, yeah? How do you know me? And he's like, I watch your videos. And I'm like, okay, how do you know me, though? He goes, I know where you're staying. I'm like, okay. Hey, can I have money? I'm like, no. He goes, okay, and walks away from me. I'm like, okay, that was the most weirdest conversation I've ever had in my life. And it's just like that. Please don't. I mean, I don't mind you coming up to me, but please don't ask me for money because I have no money. You know? I mean, I started talking about school and then I got into the whole kind of, oh, please don't, like, come up to me in the street and be like, hey, I need money, give me money. It's other people, like, other YouTubers got that. I've never actually heard of people being like, hey, I got, like, approached by this guy in the street because they knew me and they asked for money, you know? I was watching this thing a couple of nights ago. Like, this guy got, like, not stalked, but followed by somebody that knew who he was from, like, YouTube and shit. I don't know if you can technically classify it as stalking. It wasn't stalking, it was just, like, somebody knew who he was and... But actually, no, it kind of does sound like stalking now that I think of it. Anyway, he pulled into his well, not his driveway, but where he works for like what he does on YouTube. You know, he has like this office and shit. And there was this guy just standing outside where he worked. Like, can I have a job here? You know. And that was just the story. I don't remember what it was. I don't remember where it's from, but. Oh, I found platinum. I think I need platinum. Is platinum good? Is platinum good? English! Is platinum good? I need to know if it's a good mining material. If it's better than... If it's cobalt mining, then it's good. I need to know if it's cobalt mining, though. I don't think I can make a pickaxe out of it. No, it does seem to be able to be made out of a pickaxe. I need to know if it's good, though. It won't tell me. Oh, wait, no, it's redstone. Oh, okay. This isn't good, then. I already have a redstone pick. It's not technically redstone, but it's close enough. It's fucking obsidian. And what's the mining level of fucking obsidian? It's actually diamonds, which I thought would be cobalt, because I think they use like diamond mining things in some... I think cobalt's like an actual real resource in the world. People will be like, no it's not, it's just a Minecraft thing. But I think it is an actual like real resource that's around the world. And they use like diamond drills or something to get it. But... knowing me, I'm completely wrong, and people will be screaming at me later. No, it's this. And I'm like, oh, fair enough. I didn't know. I'm basically just giving out guests at the moment. I was I'm gonna tell you a story. Another one. Yeah, I know it sounds strange. This is another kind of story that happened to me, right? I was out walking. Like sometimes I'll walk, sometimes I'll just like amber or like just stroll about for the area where I live, right? Right. And I get approached by this guy. No recollection of who he is, right? And he goes, "Do you know me?" And I'm like, "No." He goes, "Cool." And walks away from me, right? Not 2 days later, I see him again and I go, "Hey." He goes, "I know you." Now that's the kind of conversation that's amazing. Like, you meet a guy, you have no clue who he is, and then the next day he has no clue who you are. Even though he says he knew me. It's kind of like a weird thought, you know? I thought he was like drunk or something, you know, because he was kind of like, you know me, and I'm like, no. But I don't think he was drunk. I just think he was kind of like jovial. He was in a good mood, you know. I think he just like got good news. Could have been he won the lottery or something, you know. He just kind of had that kind of grin on his face. Do you know me? And I'm like, no. He goes, okay, and walks away from me. If he told me he won money, the next time like I see him, I've no seen him in a while. So he must have won something or gained something or robbed somebody. I don't know. He was just in a kind of, hey, this is how this life is going for me mood, you know? Like a kind of, hey, this is cool kind of mood. Thank you, Creeper, for blowing a zombie into my face. Oh, there's another one. I think there's a fucking spawner. How much money is there a spawner? Oh no, look, there's a mob of them. Not a mob of them. What is a group of creepers? That's the thing. What is a group of creepers? I know what a group of zombies is, but we've never actually got that question. What is a group of creepers? That's a good question. Oh, I need to... See, I'm trying to think of a name for, like, my fans and stuff. And if somebody comes up for, like, a name for, like, what you guys want to be called for when I did recordings, like, at the end of the videos, I can sign off with, like, whatever, you know. Like, the way I usually sign off with that, I'm just like, and thanks so much for watching. But I want to sign off with a cool, like, kind of nickname for you guys, you know. So if you ever got something, I'm actually going to make a competition out of it, right? By the end of this month, right, okay, I want to know if you guys have got, like, a good name for, like, what you want to call yourselves and shit, you know. And it'll be, like, by the end of the month, so... And the top voted person like gets a shout out at the end of the month on a live stream, okay? I'll put like a poll or something up on like Facebook or Messenger or something like that. And not Messenger. You know what I meant? Twitter, and you can vote with the what you think should be like the name of what you guys are. You know, like how most YouTubers have like a kind of crew, you know. I can't call you crew because that's been done, so whatever. But I want to have a cool nickname for you guys, so it'd be like, hey, what's up, and blah blah blah, you know. I think it'd be cool to have like a kind of moniker for you guys, because at the moment you're just known as my mad people, you know, my mad people. That's what I call you in my head anyway. I don't actually like say that out loud, but that's what I call you when I'm like just thinking them as my mad people that watch my videos, you know. But you have to be mad to watch me. But I want to just have a name for these guys for like every time I do like a video and it's like, hey, what's up, my blah blah blah, whatever, you know. And I want it to be original. I don't want people to be like, hey, you should do this, and it's a complete rip-off of somebody else's kind of stick, you know. So please be original. Don't just like say something that's already been done. You know, try and be original. Try and think of something that's not been done before. And be creative. That's all. So it can't be like something that I can't pronounce. That's another thing. It has to be something that I can say every day at the end of a good like episode recording or whatever, you know. So it'd be like, and thank you so much, my blah blah blah, and I hope you guys enjoy. So at the end of the month, the top voted dancer on Facebook or like Twitter or whatever gets a shout out in the live stream. And if they're watching the live stream, gets to ask 3 questions to me, and they can ask whatever as long as it's above the board, not in rude, okay, not in like something like that, you know, not in like would get me banned off YouTube, basically. I think that's quite a good like set of rules to put down. Oh, this is broke. Fair enough, I need a crafting table. Not a crafting table, I need a crafting station. Which helps me repair this a wee bit quicker. And people will be like, no, that doesn't work. Watch and learn. It does work, because I know it works. I know Tinker's tools now. Even though I'm like, does this work against this kind of style? Like, can chicken be used as a kind of like head for stuff? That was actually my thought process for when I was doing Tinker's Tools. When I first started like actually recording videos, can chicken be used as a head for a pickaxe? And then I laughed at myself and was like, nah, I'm not recording this episode today. It wasn't on this server, it was just like kind of like adventure style mod pack kind of thing where you have to like survive a kind of like set rules of like things. I think it was my On the Island series actually, because there's like a kind of big gap. Because I remember like I have to build my base a wee bit better. It was my On the Island series. Oh my god, I should actually restart that because I ended up dying. I might do that again. I might do my On the Island series again. That was actually quite fun. I had fun doing that. It's kind of changed from my kind of like, hey, I should build this kind of style, you know, and then this and make up kind of stuff, you know, like hey, this and that and that and that and that. I don't make up stories, by the way, but I make up like kind of excuses to not record. Like, oh, I'm sick or something like that. That was only because On the Island is quite a kind of slow-paced build-up kind of thing. On this, it's kind of boom, 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 fast, you know? And I like this. I'm gonna go home at the in a moment. /F home. So I can do something. Oh, I knocked over a bottle. That was interesting. I knocked over a bottle. Was that my phone? I think that was my phone. I think it was making noises again. I threw it onto my bed, so I don't know. It could be just being like, I need charged, I need charged, I need charged, I need charged, you know? Just being like, hey, charge me, because I will die. Oh my god. I just had the most stupidest thought ever. Because the way my brain has been recently. Because of, like, being ill and stuff, you know? And getting over and getting, you know, more recognized every time I come on this server. Every time I log on, they'll be like, hey, you recording them today? I'm like, no. I come on the server every time I'm off from recording. Like, I've got like a certain kind of plan for every recording that I do. Like today, it's kind of fast paced and kind of jumpy all over the place, you know. Next episode will be kind of slowly building up to something amazing, you know. And I'm doing this every second day, so you can watch out for the next episode coming Friday afternoon-ish. Because I have other things to do in the morning. I have to go out and buy food. So I'll be gone from 11 to, I think, 2? Aye, because buses and shit, you know. I don't have a car, so you have to deal with the fact that the buses. Public transport, you know? I didn't do a lot today. I did want to do more to my base. Actually, you know what? I've got a dirt chest in my home thing. In my /home thing that has all my chests in it. And I want to actually start building on the island. Right, okay. This had something on it in it last night, okay? If there's nothing in it, then somebody's robbed me. There's nothing in it. Somebody robbed me. Fair enough. I mean, I think it was only like 2 buckets. I think it was just a bucket full of water that was in here. But it was like, I should remember to empty that bucket and put it back in my inventory before somebody nicks it. And then somebody did nick it, and I was like, okay, fair enough. I didn't want to check that chest being like, hey, this happened, you know. Can they access, like, furnaces and shit on this server? Because I think I'm losing coal. Aye. I'm going to get into my ores and ingots and put this stuff in here. Just so I don't lose it, you know. Not that I will lose it, but I might lose it, you know. People like to rob my resources because it's easy for them to get into my stuff, apparently. I actually needed to stay in there so I could put more shit in it. Because I need to make sure that I don't lose my redstone again, because I'm going to build something amazing with redstone later on. You just have to wait and see what it is. In here is nothing really major apart from the rails, but they're just from the downstairs mine area. I don't think they can break blocks. I don't think so, anyway. I'm gonna do my F home. And nobody knows where this is anyway, so it's fine. I moved everything away from my island. So this is actually off my island. Even though it's still a claimed area, I think I still had some power in that. I put my steps onto auto, so it was just like, hey, I can walk around here and claim this shit, and only claim that wee area that my stuff is in with the smeltery and shit. But that's off my island, so I don't have to worry about people being like, hey, I found his shit, let's steal it. I was actually supposed to pick up the dirt. That's why I emptied my inventory and being like, hey, I've got an empty inventory, what am I supposed to do with it, you know? I kind of automated my smeltery off camera. I put a redstone torch there and I was draining out fucking buckets loads of fucking stuff, you know. I'm just gonna build the smallest island possible. It's just gonna be, it's not gonna be like an actual like square block on top of water. It's actually gonna be an actual island. That hurt. Moving this from where it was under my base. It was originally under my base. Moving my smelter and everything from under my base was a pain. I'm gonna build it to. Actually, I don't want to build it that way because I don't remember. When a couple of days ago, no, no, it wasn't a couple of days ago. It was a couple of weeks ago. Actually, sorry to get my facts right before I state stories. A couple of weeks ago, I was off. Right, I wasn't doing anything. I wasn't even recording this. I was just on this server on a boat, right? Just chilling and building shit, you know, for like recordings. And I found my old like base, like my first one. And I'm kind of glad the person who fixed the base originally, like, oh, by the way, we fixed it because the people like were griefing it and stuff and building like water over everything, and I was like, thank you very much. But then I found a sign stating, I know where you were, right? And I asked people who was on the server at the time who put the sign in, and they said they weren't. They didn't do it. So I can only assume it's the same person who griefed my place the first time and found my base the second time. Right? And I don't know who it is, but please do not do that again. It was quite creepy just to find a sign in the middle of this base that I used to live in, being like, I know where you are. You know? And I wish I was recording it at that time, but I wasn't. And I was like, okay, /home and never come back here again. I don't even think I can find it again because I think the sign is still there. So I'm just gonna be like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna deal with people like that, you know? And I don't even know who it is. Then that's the strangest thing. I don't know who it is. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. I'll do 8. I want to make this island as big as possible, so 8. I want to build on this island, so I want to actually have dirt over here as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. I'm gonna just basically make it rounded as I can, which basically means building a square, making it rounded, and then saying it looks nice. Because that's how my brain works. To get grass on here, I'll actually have to build back over to the land mass. Maybe I should have kept the thing over here until it got grass on here and then be like, hey, it's fine now. You know? I don't know why I'm building an island. I could have just built the tower on my actual like placement, but I want to have the tower off my actual like base, so people will be like, "Hey, we live here. We can steal his shit," you know. So if you, I'm actually gonna make this. I think this is out of my area, so you can do whatever here. But just try not to destroy the actual like fucking island. I'm actually gonna build the entire thing off camera as well. Not the tower, but the island. I'm gonna get in contact with the person who, well, one of the head admins to help build this, so it actually looks like an island instead of like what I'm making it, which is basically just a dirt thing floating in the middle of the water. But it will look like an island. I'm gonna actually build everything down to the seafloor as well. Place some trees on here, and maybe wildlife will spawn or whatever, I don't know. But I'm going to leave that episode here today. I'm doing most of that work off camera. So thank you so much for watching, guys. If you liked it, give it a big like. Also subscribe if you're new to my channel. Also if you want to be interested in the competition, just share this video on with your friends and shit. And if you're interested in the competition, message me on Twitter. I won't be using my Facebook as much as I should, but I will be on Facebook as well, so if you want to message me there, please do. Anyway, I have been APRM Games. This has been The Lone Voyage, and I'll see you later. Peace out.